where you dive and dissect your psychological to stay at the forefront of your emotional state. So I just created a video on what is missing in my brain. What experiences have I not had in order for certain neural pathways to create connections? And then immediately after, I was sort of fascinated by the reading that I just did. And so then I dove into the aspects of the charting that I have. And I pulled Neptune Sextile Pluto. With this placement, you may idealize the journey of self-discovery. You romanticize inner transformation, for you wholeheartedly pull yourself towards healing your unconscious trauma. This enables you to be a powerful teacher for how to transform and revitalize one's life. You experiment with different practices and activities which aid you in your healing journey, right? So this is the looking at everything through different lenses, different angles, exposing, really micromanaging every word, every movement, every reason. And sure, this is going to go on for a short period of time, and it's very intense. It's like walking literally through fire, because you're like woo, 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 catching all kinds of trauma through every word you speak, through the backdrop, the reason, everything starts to come to the surface. So it could be a practice like yoga, where you are just finding that extra bit of space as you deepen into the stretch. You can enable you to realize how intimately aware you are of yourself. As you connect with all the parts of your body, you feel immense release. It could involve connecting with the crazy jungle of tangled thoughts, beliefs, and judgments that we all carry around with us. By taking a writing class or intentionally journaling, you may find yourself talking with your shadow. It can be cathartic and liberating to bring this place into the light, right? So I would write things that I didn't approve of, but I didn't know that I didn't approve of them until I saw them in front of my face. I was like, holy, no thank you. And I would scribble it out, because it was like a created connection with, no thank you, this isn't the person that I am or want to be, or I don't know where that came from. I don't know, but I didn't need to know any of that. All I needed to do was correct my position. I don't need to go back and be like, where did I get that? There's no reason to know where you got it. You caught it. It's not resonating. It's not the embodiment that you desire to be. So you annihilate it right there in that moment. And when you do that, when you make that conscious decision, you don't have to worry about how, what, why, where, and when. It's like the mandala effect. It just disappears. It dissolves itself like magically. So ultimately, you're like an alchemist for your own spirit, but it's also wise to be weary about obsessing over self-improvement, as if you need to fix yourself endlessly. In truth, you feel nourishment by loving yourself as you are. And so I like how it says self-improvement as if you need to fix yourself endlessly. I did get stuck in there. Oh my God. And it took a little bit for me to pull myself out of that. It was like some revelation. All of a sudden I wanted to have fun. Just different ways will sort of pull you out of it. But I felt like I was in there the right amount of time. I was doing it for the right amount of time. And I knew when it was time to initiate and move into action. Because now that I wrote the script, and now I needed to implement the script only intuitively, without knowing what the script actually looked like. But I knew that I had gone to my counsel and discussed my framework and reinvented my intimate framework that I agreed with resonated with and wanted to influence into my world. So this was one of the aspects that was part of that for me. And so that's why I'm able to implement that and guide others in this way. So this is like a piece of my puzzle that I can enhance your puzzle pieces with. And because I'm able to translate that into physical reality, like I'm doing right now, you're able to take some of those pieces and be, and have your own revelations and ways of understanding yourself through my understanding of myself. So if I understand me, I can then express this, influence it out, and then when you're ready to receive, here we are. You come into this moment and you embrace what was unseen. I love you guys.